In Venezuela, a showdown at the Colombian border is heating up. Opposition supporters have confronted soldiers who closed a key crossing point. Troops fired tear gas at rock-throwing protesters in the Venezuelan border town of Urena early this morning. The clashes erupted as supporters of opposition leader Juan Guaido prepared to escort humanitarian aid across the border. Our correspondent Javier Arguedas is at the Colombian border for us. Javier, there have been clashes early this morning. What more can you tell us about that?
Well, we've seen several clashes, the ones you mentioned already in the report, and also in Venezuela. The leader, Nicolas Maduro, has apparently tried to use all the state resources in order to ensure that no one actually reaches the border with Colombia. Let's not forget that there's two stories happening today, the one in the Colombian side and the one in the Venezuelan side. We will focus on the Colombian side, of course, because the press is mainly here. But in Venezuela, there's mass mobilizations of people trying to reach the border to receive the humanitarian aid and also to protest against the government in several parts of the country. So the tension is in the air right here where we're right now. You can see the trucks perhaps in the backside. It's the trucks with the humanitarian aid that are due to start towards the border in just a matter of hours.
We heard that the interim president Juan Guaido is in Colombia right now, even though he's not allowed to leave Venezuelan soil. How is he going to get back into Venezuela?
Well, that is perhaps the most important question here, because no one truly knows if the military is behind Guaido or not. He claims that he has friends in the military, and that is certainly true. But the question is, are there enough of his friends to actually mitigate the effect of Nicolas Maduro's orders? And that's the question. Did he enter Colombia as the leader of the government and as the leader of the military, or did he enter it illegally? No one really knows that for sure. Entering Colombia illegally is actually quite easy. We've seen it many times in the last few days. That's why today is the decisive day where the military forces will have to choose whether they stick to Nicolas Maduro's orders or support Guaido.
Since we were talking about the military here, how much backing does Maduro actually still have, especially in the military? This seems to be the big question here.
It's definitely being questioned, and even though we can distinguish the heads of the military always supporting Nicolas Maduro and reiterating its support, we do know that the military is definitely fractioned. In general, one could say that the top leaders of the military are with Maduro, but the medium range and the lower range ranks are probably supporting Guaido because they are not privileged, because they don't have the money that the elite has, and because their family members, their friends, and their colleagues are in need, and they probably will know that once they decide whom to support.
Javier Arguedas for us at the Colombian border. Thank you so much.